Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. Before I get to my project today, I wanted to show you some things that some of my subscribers sent me. I got 4 of these cute little boxes, 2 each of these designs. One has a bow tie and a green vest, and one has a hair bow. So cute. This is a die that we have. I don't have this, but she must have got it, and it's adorable. And inside, she has 3 of the Hershey Nuggets. These are truffles, which are delicious. And I just wanted to say thank you very much. I'm glad I got to see this die in action because I didn't buy it. Now I'm kind of regretting that. Alright, if it doesn't get retired from the catalog, maybe I will. But these are just adorable. Thank you so much. Okay, and I also got a cute card from Mary. She's a member of my team. Thank you so much. It means so much to me that you sent me this. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so my project today is a Halloween treat pocket. It measures 4.5 by 3.5 by 3/4. Alrighty, and inside I have a mini gummy bears, a Hershey bar, fun size, a Kool-Aid popping candy, which is like Pop Rocks. These 3 I got all at Dollar Tree. And this cute tag, I found these tags at the dollar spot in Target. Let me just show you. The Kool-Aid come in a 3-pack for $1.25, so that's not a bad price for those. But the tags come like this at Target, and they had this 4. There's 4 each. I don't know what I did with the other ones, but there's the kitty cats that say Halloween, the ghosts that say boo, and there's also a bat that says trick or treat. So they're so adorable. I bought those 3. I think there was more too, but I narrowed it down to those 3. And I thought that the boo looked the best in this box, so that's what I put in here. I used the Best Witches stamp set for the sentiment and the frog. And the paper is the Black and White Designs DSP, and I used some glittered organdy ribbon. All right, it's not too long to make this, so if you need a project to make for some of the people you want to give to, it's pretty good. And you can really put a circle with a scallop circle or something. You don't have to do this. I also used the Deckled Rectangles, which is a new die set I got. This was in the annual catalog. This one goes in there also. I think they're fun. All right. Along with the scary silhouettes for the bats. Okay, this is my host code. Please put that in if you're going to spend under $150. All right, so for this project, we need a piece of gorgeous grape that is 8 3/4 by 5. We need some basic white for stamping, some pumpkin pie for the sentiment stamping, and we need 3 pieces of the Black and White Designs DSP. One that is 3 1/4 by 4, one that is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and one that is 3/4 by 3 1/4, and we're going to use the opposite side on this. Okay, so let's get my Simply Scored. And I thank everybody who has been watching all my Halloween projects. I think this will probably be the last one, and I'll move on to Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't have much for Thanksgiving, but I have a lot of Christmas sets. So I did most of my work, I think, with 3 sets. So hopefully I didn't bore you always using the same ones, but at least if you got these sets, you got your money's worth out of it. Thank you very much for the comment that I got on my video that said that I used 3 sets and I used them a lot, so I appreciate that. Okay, So we're going to start on the 8 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1, 3 1/2, and 4 1/4. Then we're going to turn it to the 5 inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4 and at 4 1/4. Then I want you to turn it back to the original 8 3/4 inch side we had, and you're going to score at 6 3/4 to the first score line only. Okay, and then turn it 180 degrees to the other 8 3/4 inch side, and you're going to score at 2 to the first score line. Okay, and all those measurements will be on my blog that is linked below. I'm going to fold and burnish only the lines that go all the way through, and this 1 inch strip up here, we're going to fold it the opposite way, away from the bump. Okay, so how we have this sitting here is there is a 3 3/4 inch strip on the top and the bottom, and the 1 inch strip is on the left hand side. And this is what we want to do. Okay, so let's start on the left hand side, and we will go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and then we're taking this rectangle off. We'll go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then we're going to wedge both sides of this square here. Okay, then we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then take this rectangle off. And that's the first side. And we're going to turn it to the other long side. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and take off that rectangle. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then we're going to wedge each side of the square. Okay, now we're going to skip this rectangle here, so go to the next score line, and then we're going to take off this last piece, this rectangle right there. Okay, and this is how we started with the 1 inch here and the 3/4 inches on the top and the bottom. Then we need our corner rounder, and we're going to round the corners on both of the ends that are the farthest out. Okay, and this is what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, now we're going to use liquid glue. And this is the outside of our box that we've had facing up. Now we're going to flip it to the inside and put both of these little tabs in. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on them. And we're going to attach it to the longer side, the rectangle here that's on the longer side. Just make sure that the score line on the tab right here matches up with the side of the rectangle. Okay, and then we're going to put on this loose piece here, we're going to put glue on both of these rectangles that are left out. And we're just going to match them up with the rectangles that are already attached to this back. And just make sure that all the sides match up nicely. Okay, now we're not going to glue this piece down yet because we need our DSP. So I'm going to bring in the 3 pieces. The piece that is 3 1/4 by 4, we're going to round the top of one of the shorter sides here. There we go. And that's going to go right on the inside of the box. This piece here that is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 is going to go on the bottom here. And then this piece is going to go on here, but we have to round the bottom of the long side. So one of the long sides we're going to round. Okay, and then we're going to put that the opposite side from the other color. I'm going to do the darker color right on here, and I'm going to attach them all with liquid glue. Okay, and then we can glue down this piece here. And I like that this DSP is the same on both sides, so it kind of lines up nicely. Okay, now we're going to do some stamping. So let's stamp our sentiment first onto pumpkin pie cardstock, and this is both the frog and the sentiment are from Best Witches. And I'm going to use Tuxedo Black Ink, if I didn't say that already. I'm just going to put this right in the middle of my scrap. Okay, and then we're going to use the frog. Unfortunately, I fussy cut the frog out. Okay, so now for sentiment, I'm going to use this Deckled Rectangle. Let me measure that for you. Oops. It is about 2 3/8 by 1 inch. Okay. And I'm just going to cut this out, and I'm going to fussy cut this, and I'll be right back. So here is the sentiment I cut out with the Deckled Rectangles. I like the edges. Okay, and now my little frog, and all I'm using for this is light and dark Granny Apple Green. I'm going to start with the light, and I'm just going to color everything. Okay, and then I'm going to take the dark, and I'm going to go on one side of the eyes, right on top of the mouth. And I'm just going to edge the whole side also. The bottom of the feet, and the leg fold area. Right, and then I'm just going to blend it all out with light again. Alright, and there's my little frog. Alrighty, and I also forgot to tell you that I needed one of the big bats and 2 of the small bats from the Scary Silhouettes dies. Alright. Okay, so now I'm just going to attach my sentiment right to the middle of the front of the box. And then I'm going to put my frog on the bottom to right. And then for the large bat, I'm going to use some of the black Stampin' Dimensionals and my Take Your Pick tool. Well, for the big one, it's not as needed. I'm going to just fold it a little bit in the middle, and then I'm going to put the black dimensionals on each wing. And I'm going to put this right up here. Well, you know what? I want to just put a tiny bit of glue in the middle here. Okie doke. And then for the small bats, I'm going to flip them over to the right sides. And I'm going to pick them up, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back, just a tiny dots. And I'm going to put one right here. And one over here above the frog. Alright, now we need some glittered organdy ribbon. And I'm going to tie it around the back of the box on top of this folded back piece. And I'm going to tie a bow over on the left-hand side. Okay. And I'm going to get a glue dot just to secure the knot so it doesn't move. Just tuck it right underneath there. And push it down. Okay. Alright, and for the final touch, I'm going to put some Rhinestone Basic Jewels in the middle of each bat. Just one in each bat. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to load it up. Okay, I think I put everything in here except for my gummy bears. There we go. And my ghost. Okay. Alright. I'm going to put my Kool-Aid in over here. And I'm going to have the witch kind of peeking from out behind the Kool-Aid. I'm going to put my gummy bears right down there, and then my Hershey bar over here, and that pretty much secures it all in there nicely. Oops, I forgot to tie this. It comes with the strings loose. You have to cut it up. It's just one strip. You cut it into 3 pieces or 4 pieces. I don't remember if I must have used a ghost and a bat for something. Okay, and there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoy making it. It's cute. Alright, if you have any questions, my email is below. Oh, I also did want to address, I think someone tried to message me to buy 4 of something I made. I don't usually do that because a lot of times I don't have the same exact supplies to send, so I don't like to do that. I only teach it, and whatever I have left I will give to like my daughter's classes or something like that. But thank you so much for asking. Okay, have a great day. My link to my shop is below, along with the link to the blog, and also a link to join if you'd like to take advantage of the $155 special for $99, no shipping. Alrighty, please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.